Welcome back, everybody. My name is Krikcet, and this is episode 2 of the first person challenge on Rustic Acres. So, we left off last time. We were checking out the combine and taking a look at the crops, which should be done, I'm assuming, tomorrow in-game. Um, Currently, they're right on the border of harvestable. So, I think the next step would be, God, I might have to do some trees until till nighttime. I mean, it's not going to be that long. Um, hmm. Got some trees. I took out trees already in the border between these two fields and the one between my coffee field and my mustard field. I believe that's mustard. Is that mustard? I think that's mustard. Yes. Yes, it is. Alright, so yeah, I took out the trees between here, and I also took out all the trees all the way down there. My harvest header is actually still sitting down there. Um, but look at the map real quick. So yeah, we own field 1, 2, and 3. And I was kind of checking around looking at the yield potential for some of the surrounding fields, and I think the next one we're going to go for once I have the money is field 5. Because it's got 100% yield potential. Some of the other fields down the road are going to be 31, 30, because it's 105% potential. Field 29, and eventually perhaps 27 as well. Those are some of the better fields on the map to, expand the farm. So um, hopefully that'll work out there. I'm also thinking of looking at 7, mainly because it's a grass field that's already established. I know the yield potential isn't great, but it's just grass, so I'm not superbly concerned. And I'm also planning on starting, I think, with sheep on this one because I've already got pigs and cows on one of my other game saves. Um, and also, I think, well, these are pretty cheap too. I don't know if that's part of the pasture or if that is. Let's go check that out real quick. Because now I'm curious. If those are small little grass areas, they might be enough to, just make some hay for, for sheep. Because obviously grass rots, even if you bale it and stick it inside, it still rots, so we'd have to make it into hay, but that's not a big deal. Alright. Oh yeah. Shoot. How do I get around there? Alright. But, yeah. So we'll see about that. And if they don't look too bad, we might look into purchasing one of them to start with, where the other one is so expensive. I think it was 240,000 or 50,000 for that other field. Oh, and I just passed it. Yeah, I think... No, this one is its own thing. Okay, so this one, for some reason, is part of the pasture, I believe. Actually, I need an aerial view of this. Oh, okay. So it's kind of raised up like that. I wouldn't really... And it's more expensive than the one behind the sheep pasture. So I think if we bought this one right here, this would be a good little starting area. Take down this tree, and I could plow, mow it and then plow it up and actually plant grass to get a better yield out of it where I don't have any grass fields. Now granted, I can also mow in between um, the fields themselves, which I probably will do um, at some point. Alright, cool. Good to know. There is a plan. Not much of one, but there is a plan. The only thing I was thinking about, and I didn't think of it ahead of time when I bought this New Holland, is that one of my fields over there, the coffee field, it yields ridiculously, and this thing only has a 5,000 liter capacity. So that's going to be interesting to harvest. And I also have a little 14,000 liter tipper trailer. I may need a bigger trailer. Let's see real quick. I always end up having to swap out equipment because I don't plan ahead, which makes things amusing, I'm assuming, but definitely kind of makes things rough. It's a lot of money for a trailer. 40,000 liters. $43,000. This is what I normally go with. This is one of my favorite ones, the Metaltech TS18 by Mat26. Pretty sure it's by Mat26. I think it's Mat26. And excuse me. It I love it because you can customize everything, the main color, the design color, and you've got all the colors. And the capacity goes from 18 to 26, so it's a little bigger than your standard in-game ones that are usually like 21,000. He's got a couple variants too. He's got a smaller one, like a 16 to 21 and a 14 to 18 or 19, I think, in the mod hub. But it's a good little trailer. I'm kind of at a loss. I think yeah, and those are big money. Handy, but big money. Maybe down the road. Alright, it's getting dark. Well, let's see if we can sleep. Because if we can sleep, then we can do stuff in the morning. Yes, we can. Okay, so it's 8:30. We'll do 11 hours, so it's 7:30. And of course it rained overnight. Awesome. Hopefully it dries up before... And my dog's going crazy. Alright. So, 7:40 in the morning. It rained, so the ground is too wet to harvest at this current moment. Let's see what the weather's going to be like. It should warm up enough to allow us to harvest, I'm hoping. Alright. Yeah, this should be good. So I think... How close are we? Nope, still not yet. Might be later today or potentially even tomorrow. So, let's, for the heck of it, How much was this? 65 grand. Yeah, we're gonna buy that. We're gonna buy that because we're gonna go get some sheep. And real quick, let's see what we've got. Now I know that sheep aren't gonna produce anything till spring anyway, but that's okay because I'm just kind of getting them prepped to make sure they got food. Got to think about food, water, all that stuff. God, I really want that man truck with the swappable bodies just because it's something different. But it's so expensive for all the pieces. I mean, I could go with such a good trailer. I mean, I could go with the Fattori. Fattori does 23 sheep. That only does 10, 12 sheep. Yeah, we'll go with this. It's not too expensive. And we'll go... What do you think? Red wheels? No, God no. I thought that was the top. Black wheels. Design color. We'll do... Oh, that's not the top. I thought that was going to be the top. Alright. Well, let's see about... Zinc, no. Stainless. Ah, I kind of like that. I don't love it. It's very reflective. No, no. So red. Green. You know, maybe I'll stick with the blue. Blue. No John Deere. Alright, we'll go with Fent Green for the heck of it. Just so it's something different. We'll buy that. And then we'll go get ourselves some animals. Because I want animals. Oh, and one other thing I'm going to need. Water. I don't have any other water tanks. Shoot. Sadly, I'm kind of a creature of habit. I tend to use similar equipment. Maybe we go with this, but this is 50,000 liters. I don't need 50,000 liters of water, you know. Although it does have, where is it? Trailers? Is it in trailers? I think it's in trailers. It's an IT runner for that. I guess I could, nope, too much money. Alright, so we're not going to do that. Alright. Ah, so good. It would work so well. Just a little truck for everything. Hi, buddy. Yes, hello, my boy. What you doing? You being good? Yeah. Alright. Ah, so torn. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah. What's up, my sweet? No. Not right now. Not right now, sweetheart. No. No. Oh. No. Stop stepping on my hernia. Thank you. I have too many mods. Said no one ever. Alright, I think we'll go with this one. Why? Because it's little. And it's 10,000. And it's not the same thing I've been using everywhere else, so. Off to the store we go. And you know what I didn't even think of? I'm going to need mirror. Alright. Not only am I going to need water, I'm going to need food for them. So... Alright, mirrors are good. So... Water is great, but they don't have any food yet. I just bought that piece of land, and there's grass on it, so I should be able to mow the grass. And... if I ted it and wait, I guess... Granted, this is season, so they should eat the grass in the pen. But I'm thinking if I have to, I can scoop some of it up and just give it to them, because obviously they eat grass and hay. So I can do grass for the moment while the hay is drying, and then go from there. And we need one more thing. I definitely feel like sometimes I don't get much accomplished. Episode 1 was, hey, let's flip this thing over 1,000,000 times. And now it's just me talking. And that's not what I needed. It was placeables. Alright. Let's see. So... Water tap. And that one can go right here. Just off to the side a little. There. Alright. So we'll fill this up and I'll bring it over and we'll put what little we can into the trough. There we go. And crap, I need to put a I need to put a, what do you call it, pipe down for the water. Alright. We'll get there. We'll get there. Making progress. Slow but sure. Alright. This is... Alright. The left one is the... Left is the pigs, right is the sheep. Oh, crash counter. There you go, driver. I hit something for you. Alright. That's not the water. That is the water. Alright, let's see if we can do a little loop in here without hitting everything in sight. Oh, just barely missed that tree. Alright. So we're going to do that. Detach that. Hey guys, welcome back. When last we left, I was at the sheep pen with the water tank, and the game crashed. So, so I went to basically record a chunk of video just to finish off that episode, and long story short, it didn't take. So, the only thing you missed is because I had to redo everything anyway, I went on the mod hub and I got a different water tank. It's 10,000 liters, $5,500. Everything's, all the colors are configurable. It's a nice little tank. I did go and pick up the Fattori. I went to the animal dealer and I filled up the sheep. I have yet to put anything in their trough, but as you can see, it's full of grass. So they're eating, obviously, the grass from the pasture because it's seasons. So that worked out okay. Let's see, what else? I think that's I think that's about all you missed, because it was basically traveling, grabbing, traveling, buying the sheep, bringing them back, etc., etc. And then right at the end of the chunk that got lost, I basically had stated that plan on doing the what do you call it? I can't think straight. Mowing. So we're still in that second day you saw us go through the night on. It's just later in the day than it was before. And just after it ended, I checked the fields, and all the fields are now ready to harvest as well. So I'm gonna go grab the mowers real quick and then start harvesting and see how that goes. I am gonna have to take a loan out for a tedder and a baler. I'll show you those in a minute, or when I get to that point. And I may end up having to swap out that trailer just because, especially with the coffee, it's going to yield so high that I'm going to be making 100 trips back and forth and back and forth. As it is, the harvester's going to fill up really, really quickly. But I might do like one pass with it just to see how it does, just to try it out, because I've never used it. That's the new 82 Studios one. So, but as of this moment, we are grabbing, oh yeah, I didn't even show you guys what I got. So real quick, as you can see right there, it's the SIP mowers. Quite affordable. 3 meter, 3 meters, so it's basically a 6 meter mower, but the area we're doing is not very big. And it looks like they plop them on top of each other, so that's always handy. Fold it. That's the one thing I like about this one though versus some of the other ones, is a lot of the ones in game, they for some reason they fold backwards, so you have like a tail sticking out. I like this one because it's closer to the vehicle. So bring these back. And then, like I said, a tedder and a baler are the next things. I am going to have to take out a little bit more of a loan, but I think we'll make it back quite quickly after we harvest. But I'd like to have the stuff ready to go. I may even do the mowing and tedding before the harvest, depending on the weather, because I'd like to get some hay made before, before the cold, 2, before it rains again, and 3, so it has time to dry before any of those things happen. So, like I said, I'm gonna I might just go ahead and do the mowing now, then grab the tedder and the baler, bring them back, and get it tedded, and then we'll probably end for this episode, and then first thing next episode, I will do the jeez, I can't think straight. I will do the harvesting. And the nice thing is, now that I know there's a secondary road over here, I can just go this way. Alright, so Lower. Unfold. This one I'm probably going to have to shift a little. Unfold. Lower. Alright, let's see how I do mowing in first person. And it's mowing. Good. Hopefully. I may not get it all perfect, but that's okay. I'm probably not going to need every bit of this. Not bad. A little too close. God, that front one is screaming. I hope that's not too loud. You guys will have to let me know in the comments if it is. I've since turned all the volumes down over the course of several videos to get it so that you know, the vehicles and stuff aren't too loud, so hopefully that particular implement is not, because even to me it sounds pretty bad. Alright. What I need to do is I need to find a point on the tractor that I can focus on so that I know. Alright. Headlight. There we go. That should be good. Is that good? That's good. Alright. I'm using that little light on the front of the tractor. And the nice thing is I actually don't even need a tedder because this grass is already not hay, but because you know when you mow it and it's wet grass, well this looks like it's already dried grass. So if that's the case, then I won't need to ted it because it's not going to do it any good. So that's kind of nice. My headset keeps shutting off on me and I don't know why. It's like I'm actively using it, the battery's not dead, but for some reason it just keeps kicking off. And I haven't had a problem with it up until today. Well, that's good. If we don't have to ted it, that means this can just sit here and dry. And then we'll just need the baler. Well, no, a windrower and a baler. So, almost. A couple things. But that's okay. If we're not getting a tedder, then a windrower shouldn't be too bad, depending on how big we go. I always wanted to try these mowers out too. I've seen them a bunch of times, but I always tend to go with like the butterflies and stuff, so it's kind of nice to actually be able to try them. Although that front one is screaming loud. And I'm off. It's getting it all. Alright, so I got one tiny little strip up there to go back and get, and then we'll be done. There we go. Alright, so, yeah, let me know in the comments if that front mower is too loud. If not, I'll have to swap it out. I'll try this real quick. Yeah, it's not wet grass. Cool. So success. Nice little mower setup. I'm running out of room to place things. I mean, granted, I got that gigantic honkin' shed over there, but they're so small, I feel like I should stick them somewhere else. I don't want to put them in front of the plow, so I think what I'll do... Now, I don't know if this is one of those that has to be unfolded to actually detach, which would be kind of a pain. Yep. Alright, that's fine. But hey, at least it's not sticking out when I'm going. Cool thing about the SIP ones too is they're supposed to follow the terrain quite well, and supposedly they do. I haven't actually seen from... I saw a little bit, but I was pretty much on flat ground, but kind of a nifty feature. Alright guys, well, hopefully this recorded this time, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.